Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Erosium and this is another awesome World of Warcraft video for you guys. Today we're going to be looking at basically blood cards, and these blood cards are basically something you can make with Inscription, and you do this basically every day and earn yourself quite a lot of gold. If you're doing this on a lot of different alts, you can definitely earn enough gold to pay for your World of Warcraft subscription. I actually know someone who does this on 10 alts and pays for her World of Warcraft subscription for literally 10 minutes a day of work on each character. It's not always 10 minutes, sometimes it's just 5 minutes. It depends on the day and what needs to be done. There's certain things that you can do to make reduce that time massively, and that's what my friend does in order to do that. And it's something that I think you should do as well. We're going to be looking at how you guys can do that. And then after we've done that, we're going to be looking at some tailoring and enchanting, and just looking at what I typically do on a daily basis to maximize my efficiency in tailoring and enchanting, get the most stuff crafted possible and get my gold all earned from that. We've got a pretty good gold mailbox today for our restock, so I'll be showing you guys that as well. If you enjoy this type of video, make sure you smash that like button, you give that subscribe button a little tickle, and I really appreciate those guys who have been commenting lately and just saying thank you for the videos. It means a lot to me, guys. We're nearly partnered on YouTube, so I really appreciate all of the really kind feedback I've been getting from you guys, and I hope to see you again in the comments section below. Let's get into it. So in the last video we discussed the idea of having a inscription post at your garrison, and this will give you war paint, which will in turn allow you to make Cards of Omens. We're going to be looking at those today on each of my alt characters and seeing how lucky we are with the cards. I have, I think, 6 alts who are doing this, and so I like to do this every single day. I've not got a lot of cerulean pigments here, so I'm just going to break down the herbs that I've just gathered from the herb garden. Gives me enough each day to put them back on again, which is great. I do have some spare ones as well in the guild bank. Go guild bank. There we go. Some cerulean spell thread. There you go. Cerulean pigment. There we go. Right. Did I make all the ones I did? Yes. Okay. Now once you've gathered those, then go to Inscription, and you can also do your daily craft. Then we go down to Draenor, War Paints, and this is a daily craft. It crafts 4 of them, which is super. You can't craft anymore, you see. I try and craft it, doesn't work, it's on cooldown. I'm actually going to make my Secret of Draenor as well, just whilst I'm here. Then we simply go down to Cards of Omens, and it says we can make a whole load of them. I believe it's 90. We'll make all of the Cards of Omens, and then we're going to flip them. Do the trick. Now if I just press F3 now, it should start flipping them. Yes, okay, and it flips them really quite quickly. We're going to look at roughly the value of these cards. You can do these as you're running, so if you're doing the rest of your garrison or whatever you want to do, you can basically flip these as you're running around doing that as well, which is pretty cool. You can see here it is just flipping away. I've got 1 green so far, which is worth that one worth 5 gold, 10 gold on that one. I might reflip them, not sure yet, haven't really decided. We haven't had any decent cards here. This isn't going to be very much gold at all, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean some of my old characters won't be quite a lot of gold. It's just the way of it. Sometimes you get loads of gold and sometimes you get little gold. Sometimes I'll go and I'll log in and I'll have like 6,000 gold worth of cards. Okay, so the macro doesn't use the green cards. I wonder if that's because the green. We are reflipping these because 10 gold isn't that much to me. I don't care about 10 gold. If I can get a chance of getting like a 6,000 gold card or a 3,000 gold card, I'd prefer that, because that would take my average all the way up. Now you see they all just sold and we got 37 gold, which is crap, awful. But as they say, you get a lot of gold doing this technique. Sometimes you get bad gold, sometimes you get great gold. You just have to accept that. This is why it's a daily craft. If you want to get the add-on which automatically sells certain things in your inventory for you, it's called Scrap. And what Scrap allows you to do is to go to your key bindings, add-ons, And if you go down to here, you can see I've got an add-on called Scrap, and it's toggle item under cursor. And that basically means any item that I toggle, basically under my cursor, will be considered as scrap. And the second I go to a vendor, it will automatically sell that. Okay, so, oh, this is my tailoring. I actually grab tailoring every single day as well on all of my alts, and the reason for that is it allows me to make hexweave bags every 5 days. And when you can make, you know, a solid 6 or 7 hexweave bags per week, that's 750 gold per hexweave bag that we can just pop on the auction house. It's really good gold, considering it's very passive, especially. Okay, so we need to make 1 cerulean pigment. Let's mill this down then. Okay, that will give us the cerulean pigment. We need to make some more war paint. Okay. This is another alt character, so I'm not going to bother with Secret of Draenor Inscription, because this guy literally exists just to make Cards of Omens each day, which is a bit of a sad existence, but it is what it is. I'm going to buy another 1,000 of these, because I've been buying them like crazy. Ooh, also I have a feeling that, because this used to be my main, and for the most part, when the new expansion comes out, I always play as Rogue first. You know, that's my main character. And then my Druid second, because I absolutely love my Druid as well. But, you know, my Rogue has been what I played since day one. You know, 2004. You know, that's what I played from day one, and this is what I'm going to continue to play. Okay, so let's get these cards opening. Let's see what we get. I'm feeling lucky on this character, but who knows. This character has had like 3 lots of purple cards, so I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm going to get some. This character. Oh, there's a blue card, 50 gold. Okay, that's one you can't flip again, which is cool. Another green. Oh, it's using the green cards as well now. Interesting. It wasn't doing that before. It's fine. Because I don't really want the green cards in my inventory. I want just blue and purples. That's really all I want to see. Yeah, the green cards are worth a few gold, but as an overall, if I can increase my chances of getting those really rare cards, I'll do that for sure. Okay, so it looks like we only got 1 blue card this time round. That's fine. Okay, that's all sold. 86 gold for that. Unlucky there, which explains a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and open these cards now. So I can see 1 green so far, nothing special. Nothing special yet. We will get something special, I feel it. Whether it's today or tomorrow or another day, whatever. As long as the average always works out to be about 4 gold 50 per card, when you are opening them, you'll get that. It's a blue, so it's going to be like 150 gold, depends which one. 50 golder. That's to the junk. So all in all, we got 286 gold. And this time round, not even a good one. It's not even a good one. Get turning. Come on, drop an epic for me. I know you want to drop. Feel it. Smell the epic. Come on, you're there. I can sense it. Come on, epic. Come to Papa. Papa Rosium wants to see you epic. Ah, there's the blue. No, there's an epic in there. There's an epic in there. Come on. You can do this. I can do this all day if we have to. There's the second blue. That's 150 gold in blues at the moment. Come on, guys. Give me an epic. A 6,000 gold epic. Come on. What I want to see. No. Okay, turning the greens. Extreme luck. Activate. Another green. The last green. No, we didn't get it. Fine. Okay. Right, that's sold. All in all, 180 gold. That's not the best, but it is what it is. Eventually, we will get lucky, and we will get like a 6,000 gold worth card or a 3,000 gold worth card, and that bumps that average that, you know, typical days where it sold only like 100, 200, 300 gold will jump suddenly and be like, okay, this is like 4 gold 50 per card. Definitely worth. Orange Jesus, you love me? Praise be my Lord Orange Jesus. Come on, man. Give me some of that epic action. Oh, not the blues. I want the epics. One guy. My friend. I've always believed you exist. Even when people tell me you don't. I believe. I believe. Alright. We've defied the odds this time around. It does seem. So that is about 90 gold we made from that time. Not very good, but you know, that's the average for you. Okay, and this is the final ult that I've got, and we're going to do this right now. It seems for some reason I don't have enough to make 90, and I think that's because I might have accidentally clicked it yesterday and made like 10 in the evening whilst I was just messing about on this character. This is my last ult, so if we don't get the epic, then we've just unfortunately beaten the odds today. That's just the way of it. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. You have to deal with that. Okay, so let's just start opening these bad boys. Flip, flip, flipperino. And honestly, this is just the way of things. Sometimes you're going to get really lucky. You're going to get a 6,000 gold card. Sometimes you're going to get a 3,000. Sometimes you're going to get like literally 100 gold worth. It's just the way it is. And what's important is just maintaining doing this every single day, because the average will average out. And when you're thinking average cost of a card, when you are doing this every single day, it's 4 gold 50. Guess what? You're making 90 per day. So you're literally averaging out about 400 to 500 gold per day for just doing this. That's pretty damn good, in my opinion. I would be happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that, along with making, you know, bags, which I sell 750 gold each time. Okay, let's get those. Oh no, I don't want to set those as junk. I want to flip these. Let's flip. Flip, flip, flip. I'll flip it. Unlucky. Okay, and let's sell those as well. So it's looking like 130 gold on this guy. So we got unlucky this time. That's just the way of things. I'm completely happy with that and completely content with doing this every single day, because I have seen how beneficial that this little technique can be. Okay, so first is first, let's just grab everything from the mailbox we can see. I know we've got some sales on, in our mailbox, so we do have to just bear that in mind. We'll just grab all of these now. So it's saying we've got about 6,900 gold, about 7,000 gold worth of sales from yesterday, which is super. I'm actually going to stop there and just look through. Let's go to expires only, okay? We're only going to take expires, which is great. So I can see exactly what we've got in terms of gold on the auction house. Expires only, please. Why is it not taking that? Item was not found. Okay, let's do a slash reload. Okay, now we've done a slash reload, it's kind of cleared now, and we can just see a lot of our sales. So we'll just look here. The reason I don't like to just take all the gold straight from the mailbox is because sometimes it's good to get eyes on what is good at selling. And I know that Powerful Ghostly Spell Thread sells so well. I love selling those. Cindercloth Pants seem to always sell. They must be a really good transmog. Uncanny, yeah, I actually need to do a restock of Uncanny, because I've been selling these like crazy. Okay, so Gale Force Striking, that's done well. Red Winter Clothes, that sells every single day, without doubt, 2 to 3 of them. What else? Tuxedo Pants, yep, they sell. Lumberjack Shirt, brilliant. Okay, let's loot all that. happy with that. I do need to do a restock on my uncanny pants specifically, but we might just do a big Expulsom Tide Spray linen braces shuffle today. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, so we are basically posting everything right now that we've taken from mailbox, and we're doing basically a repost of everything. Lot to post, holy damn. A lot to post indeed. But this is good. I usually have about 800,000 gold worth of tailoring on the auction house, typically. If it's less than that, it means I've definitely got to do a restock on my epics. Okay, and we can just post that really quickly. The thing that a lot of people do not realise with uncanny, sinister, notorious, honourable gear, the epics all have different varieties. So simply making, 2 types of each piece of uncanny isn't really enough. I find that it's a good idea to make 4 to 6 of each type of uncanny gear. And the reason for that is each time you're crafting it, it gives you different stats. And based on those stats, the price of the actual item itself can vary. Actually, both wrist items here. One sells for 619 gold and the other one sells for 3,200. The return on investment on these is crazy if you make something good. Like for example, this one here that sells for 3,218 gold. That is really good investment wise. So it's definitely worth just bearing that in mind. Okay, so we're sat currently at 20,000 gold, which is pretty good. Pretty darn good. We need to do a restock on both our enchanting and tailoring, so we're going to do that right now. And it's quite easy with everything here, because I've got it all set up quite nicely, unlike my inscription and alchemy. This stuff, is quite nicely set up already to do everything I want it to. So we've sold some deep sea bandages, great, that's a really good seller for us. Let's go ahead and start gathering everything we need. So tailoring, enchanting, open task list, the cooldowns and expirations. We need to buy some stuff from vendors. What else do we need to do? Get a bunch of stuff from the guild bank. Okay, let's do that. Guild bank and vendor first, and then straight to the auction house. Move everything from guild bank, please. Got some of that now as well. That's quite expensive, heavy silken threaders, so that's why I don't like to buy too much of it. Okay, the rest here, we just need some temporal crystals, some greater essence, and some bolts of ember silk cloth. Let's have a look at the rough cost of everything versus the profit. The cost for everything is costing us about 2,190 gold. Profit's going to be about 8,000 gold, which sounds about right to me actually. Probably a little bit under that, I think 7,500 gold realistically. Let's go to shopping and scan it all. Get everything for me on the auction house. Okay, so rune cloth, 548, 550. A rebel without a care. Deep sea satin, 40 of these. Rugged leather, 8. Volatile life. Let's buy 80 of those. Oh, by the maximum. I can't wait to get the alpha version of TSM, the beta version of the new TSM, because it automatically fills in exactly how much you need to buy. You don't have to spend all the time actually putting it in yourself, which is really, really cool. I can't wait for that. Volatile life. What am I doing with this volatile life? I ever buy volatile life unless I just make it straight from my bank. Ooh, have I run out of high gel bags? Oh, okay, cool. I had to make those in ages. I think I accidentally made a stupid amount of them at one point, and I just kept them in my bank. That probably explains why. Temporal crystal now. Okay, so for some reason it put 2 different types of scans on the auction house. It's probably one for tailoring, one for enchanting. That's probably why it did it like that. A bit weird, but it's okay. Something I really like about this, when I'm doing temporal crystals, like just looking for them, it also searches a fractured temporal crystal, so it ensures basically I get the cheapest either way. So this is 31 gold per temporal crystal, and this is 2 gold 80 per fractured temporal. That's really good. I'm going to buy 26 of those. As for this is only 3 gold, so there's not really much difference between the 31 gold here. Just a bunch of clicking, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy those in a minute. Let's get the bolt of Ember Silk cloth. Oh no. Buy straight away the Ember Silk cloth, 40 of those. Right, maximum amount there. Oh. Like me doing that. Alright, let's just grab everything from the mailbox here and we'll go back to the auction house in a second. I want to just check my bank because I think I have a bunch of temporal crystal stuff. My actual bank just here. Okay, difficult. And we've got Enchanting Vellum in there as well. What? How are you going to do us like that? Okay, let's just put this Enchanting Vellum actually in our bank here because for some reason it acts a bit weird. Okay. Right, temporal crystal. We've got enough temporal crystals now, which is great. Use some greater essence. And some bolts of Ember Silk cloth. Yeah, I knew I had some. That memory though. So how many of these turns? 3 of these turns into a greater. Okay, that's good to know. So 3 gold. Yeah, okay, so it's still worth getting the greater essence because the lesser essence is quite expensive. Comparison. So 28 of these. What are we doing with 28 of those? Because I'm making enchanted leather. Enchanted leather is one of those things that just sells stupid well every single time, dude. So cool. Okay, let's buy... You're gonna give me the arrow again? No, it didn't. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so we got some things to make. Jubbly. Oh, we bought... Jeez. Bought bolts. Didn't mean to buy bolts, but oh well. Oh dear. Let's make some bolts of rune cloth. Okay, rune cloth made. Then just the mage weave next, and then we can craft everything and get it sold on the auction house. Saying 8,000 gold is going to be our profit margin roughly from the auction house, which is pretty cool. We just have to bear in mind the auction does take their cut, so you know it's going to be probably about 7,000-ish gold. But since I sell this stuff pretty regularly, like every day, you know, there's even some stuff in here that I haven't sold for some reason, like the tombs of Draenor. I typically sell those every single day, but didn't seem to sell one yesterday. I keep the deep sea bandages really well stocked because for some reason these guys just sell. I don't know why. I'm wondering if it's like just something some specific people use and some don't. I suppose tailors can make these, but anyone can use them. Ah, that's clever. So I bet warriors and demon hunters, all those with like not healing spells might, you know, find that helpful to get all of this posted onto the auction house. The powerfully ghostly spell thread, that stuff can be a little bit confusing sometimes because you have to make a dream cloth, and dream cloth can be a bit just buggy with the way it works. Sometimes it works. The majority of the time it actually works, but sometimes it can just be a little bit skew with in how that works. So we're going to make that dream cloth before we can make ghostly spell thread. What I like to do is just buy enough to basically make all the dream cloth I can. It just saves me the time, effort in the long run. Okay, so that's all made. Now we just need to make all this enchanting stuff. Enchanted leather's quite quick. Enchanted leather's so good, dude. So many people don't make it, but it is so profitable. It's crazy. It's required by leather workers to make certain item pieces that sell really well. So if you make it yourself and have a leather working character, you can send it across and just craft it with that. Or additionally, you can just sell it directly to the auction house like I do. Okay, now we've got all of that stuff. We can get it all posted onto the auction house. The rest can jump into the guild bank there. One post scan, please. Get it all posted. So right now my auctions are worth 660,000 gold. We've already sold some swashbuckler shirt. A lot of this stuff that people aren't actually selling, so we are able to just post it ourselves. which is kind of cool. So you set the price, you get the profit. Like these Cinecloth pants, for example, loads of people just don't sell it at all, which is just crazy because I'm making 250 gold a day just selling those, you know, with no undercuts at all, which is kind of crazy. I'm on the highest population realm on the EU, so my auction house prices are really quite low in comparison to some of you guys with realm. You know, it's kind of crazy to think that. Okay, so let's just look at the auction house here. My auction, we have now got 665k on the auction house. Realistically, we're going to sell about probably 8,000 golds worth here. Yesterday I sold 12k, so it's dependent, but I like to put a means to the average. I think it's about 7 to 8k roughly I make per day from tailoring. When you take away the cost of all that, it probably cost me like 2,000 gold, get all that crafting, so equaling out to about 6,000 gold roughly, just on that stuff, which is fine. Alright, so let's get on with the Tide Spray Shuffle, because I need to do some uncanny crafts. I'm just going to look at my auctions here, and you can see on my auctions, I've got enough honourable stuff easily. I don't need to restock this honourable stuff quite yet, maybe later. As for the notorious stuff here, it's okay. I could restock some of that, but I don't sell notorious very quick. It's the uncanny stuff that I sell really quickly, and the reason for that is uncanny, you have to buy this as a fresh 120 in order to join raids, because you need the item level. So if you buy a bunch of uncanny gear, you get your item level up. That allows you to join raids and go get really good gear basically quite quickly, so that's why a lot of people buy uncanny gear. Now, as you can see, I've got quite a not my. As you can see, I've not got very much right here. I've just got wrists and waists. I don't need to make any wrist stuff, I don't think, but I'm actually going to go out and get quite a lot here. I'm going to make 5 of each, I think. Yeah, 5 of each will probably do me well. That might actually hit me to maximum tailoring as well. That's going to be so cool. Okay, so to do that, we need to make a ton of braces. I'm going to make 500, I think. 500 Tide Spray Linen braces. It's going to cost us quite a lot of gold to do that. Okay guys, so we just got completed scrapping all 500 braces, and it's looking to me like we got 84 Expulsom. That's a alright number. It does say we have been slightly unlucky, because you should get roughly 1 in 5 should be, Expulsom. It seems to me like that's been slightly disproportionate. Okay, and that is the last of the materials required to make everything we need. Let's get making. So we want to make the braces last. So let's get making these pants first. Okay, and it looks like we've used up all of our Expulsom now. And we've got a bunch of stuff. We're just going to check in the auction house upon posting how much it is we will have from posting this. And let's put BFA. We've got a bunch of stuff here that we haven't previously made. So I'm hoping that it's going to be some good gold here. Right, let's run a post scan. Don't need alchemy. Don't need enchanting either. Okay, so let's just look at my auctions first of all. Right now it is showing us 662,000. Okay, and once we posted all this stuff, that all posted, and we've still got loads of gilded seaweave as well, so we probably have to take that into account as well. So before it was showing 662,000, now it is showing 692,000. That basically means we've got 30k additional onto the auction house, and we've still got loads of materials here, so this is probably worth. Let's look at the value of these materials as well. So gilded seaweave is worth 7 gold 40, and we've got 300 of it, so you know, we've got a good 4,000 gold worth here. And we've also got Deep Sea Saturn, which in itself is worth 2 gold 40, and we've got 100 there. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of gold, you know, in terms of materials as well, and we've made 10,000 gold in just pure profit from crafting those items as well. So definitely worth doing that, and I won't need to craft those for another 3 or 4, maybe 5 days. I typically do 1 to 2 load of Expulsom shovels per day in order to get the amount that I need. But yeah, guys, that's as easy as it is in terms of crafting. Hope you've really enjoyed this video. There's been a lot to this video, so please do smash that like button, and I will see you in the future. This is Erosium, out.